Maximum product of two elements in an array. Here's the narration. You're given an array of numbers and you need to pick two of them at different positions. For each of the two numbers you pick, subtract one from it, then multiply the two results together. Your goal is to choose the two numbers that make this product as large as possible and return that largest value. Advanced level. You already know the reduction. Maximize A1 B1 collapses to grabbing the two largest since the transform is monotonic. N is a red herring. The only thing worth your attention is how you extract the top two and what breaks at the boundaries. The real signal here isn't whether you can solve it, it's whether you jump straight to the own selection or waste the phone screen on a sort. It's the degenerate K2 case of top K. So the interesting follow-up is, what if they ask for the top K? Or a streaming feed where you can't rescan? Note the constraint is distinct indices, not distinct values. And the values are bounded at or above 1, so no negatives sneak in to flip the max product logic. That non-negativity is what lets you assume the two largest win instead of also tracking the two smallest. Mentally, this is partial selection, not a full order. You want the first and 2nd order statistics, nothing else. Same reason you'd reach for nth element or a bounded heap over a full sort the moment K stops being tiny. Keep that framing, it's what generalizes. The proof is monotonicity, fxx1 is increasing on the constrained domain, and the product of two increasing terms is maximized by maximizing each independently. So top 2 is probably optimal. This only holds because values are guaranteed non-negative. Introduce negatives and you're back to also checking the two smallest. Single pass, 2 register selection, on time, on space, 1 pass over the stream. This is the shape you want to have cached because it's the K2 specialization of the bounded heap pattern you'll reach for when they bump K up. The sort version is the one-liner you write when n is trivially small and you'd rather not risk a bug in the linear scan. Worth saying out loud in an interview, it's O(n) log n and it mutates the input in place. Flag both if immutability matters to the caller. Negative indexing just reads the tail of the ascending order. The only subtlety, you're paying full n log n to learn 2-order statistics, which is strictly more information than the problem needs. Hence why the linear version exists. The tuple swap does the cascade atomically. No temp, no ordering bug. Initializing to 0 is safe only because values are at least 1. If the domain allowed non-positives, you'd seed with inf instead. The elif is load-bearing, and if would let one large value fill both slots. The demotion is the whole correctness argument. A new max can't override the old max, because the old max is now the best candidate for runner-up. Skip that slide down, and you leak the second largest. Classic off by one clap when people hand-roll this under time pressure. The duplicate case. This is the one people get wrong. Input is 2 equal values. Does your mental model return 1 or did you accidentally assume distinct values and break here? Returns 1. The elif branch catches the second 2 into second, even though it doesn't beat first, which is exactly why distinct indices not values works out. The failure mode to watch for, a set dedup or a strict and the second comparison, either one silently drops the duplicate and returns 0. The ONA pairwise scan, only worth mentioning as the baseline you're beating. It does generalize cleanly if the objective stops being separable. But for this monotonic product, it's pure waste. Bring it up in an interview only to contrast, then discard it. N versus n log n versus n with constant space. And the linear pass also wins on being single pass and streamable, which matters the moment the input is a feed you can't reread. That's the answer to the natural follow-up. For K fixed and small, keep a bounded heap and stay linear. Duplicates, fine. Indices, not values. Length to minimum means both registers always fill, so the 0 seed never leaks into the answer. Or once returns 0 correct, not a bug. The one case this version can't take is any value below 1. That would defeat the 0 initialization and you'd need infi seeds plus min tracking. Takeaways worth keeping. Monotonicity is what licenses top 2. The elif and the demotion are the 2 lines that actually carry correctness, and the 0 seed is safe only under the non-negativity constraint. Generalize it to a bounded heap and you've got streaming top K for free. Tomorrow's drop pushes this exact pattern into a harder heap problem. Subscribe if you want it. Sorting versus 1. Clean pass to grab the top 2. Pause and guess which one wins on speed. One of them touches every number just once. The single pass is ON, beating sorting's n log n. We only need the top 2, not everything in order. What if your 2 largest numbers are the same value? Pause and decide if the trick still holds. 2 equal numbers still sit in 2 different positions. It works fine because we pick 2 positions, not 2 distinct values. Equal maxes just fill both top slots.